seems to be everywhere these days. The hustle never stops. But what's she spending her money on? All right. Work it.
I give up.
Ever since Angie's misadventures and romance,
Unhappy Angie spotted.
Crystal has a new gig. Part-time cheerleader and full-time
Our
friend.
special granola parfait infused with hot dog.
That's not...
This will totally go viral.
Sure, you do you. She understands that sometimes you need to be with nature. Share quality time goofing off with friends. Who is this guy?
The secondhand embarrassment is strong.
Would you make me something?
Or even explore your creative side.
One sec. Do you like it?
Wow.
Done.
Okay, Picasso. At the end of the day, Crystal never clocks out from being a pal. But she does have to clock back in at the food mart. Hey, drop it! That's a good doggy. Tomodachi life, living the dream.
Please come again.
Hello, everyone. I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
早速ですが
First, here's a game that's coming to the Nintendo Switch system. Please, take a look at this.
Hello. Beep. My name is Lol Miss Reed, and I'm known for my reading aloud skills and more. Beep. I'm here today to help show you the Rhythm Heaven Groove game. Beep.
Rhythm Heaven Groove. Playing this game is pretty simple. Just get into the groove and press the correct button. That's all there is to it. But it's not always the same rhythm. Listen carefully to the beat. Find your flow, and you'll be able to feel the rhythm. 2, 3, 4, now. 2, 3, now. 2, now. 2, 3, now. Over 80 all-new rhythm games are included. And as you play through the game, you can unlock different modes. For example,
The kingdom's everlasting peace rests on your shoulders. Finally, you're awake.
Go forth, magician,
I can't lose.
and use the magical power of rhythm to beat monsters. Cast a fire spell with BA. BA. And a healing spell with B down A. B down A. Like that.
So you really want to fight, huh?
What spells will strike a chord against the foes you face? Groove on and tip the scales to victory.
It's time for the Who's Got Rhythm quiz show.
Plus, there are even more rhythm games in the lineup. Enjoy all of this while playing solo. And
Dan, Emily, Leo, Sarah. We're under attack. Beep.
up to 4 players can enjoy dedicated rhythm games. Note the timing and block the arrows.
Grab the snack at exactly 3 o'clock. Beep.
Or aim for 3 o'clock on the dot.
Emily got the snack.
There are over 30 cooperative and competitive games to play. Get into the groove solo or with friends when Rhythm Heaven Groove hits the Nintendo Switch system July 2nd. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
That was Rhythm Heaven Groove for Nintendo Switch.
任天堂スイッチのタイトルです。
You'll also be able to play it on the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
いただけます。
Please wait just a little longer for its release. From here, we'll introduce games coming to Nintendo Switch 2, including some games that will also be available on Nintendo Switch. Let's begin with some headlines.
Master the way of the sword.
Let's see your best today.
Onimusha, Way of the Sword, a new entry in the Sword Play Action series, is slashing onto Nintendo Switch 2. Edo-era Kyoto has been overrun by monsters known as Genma. Now, Miyamoto Musashi must prove himself beyond measure. Parry. Deflect. And the powerful counterattack Isen. Master these techniques to strike down the enemies in your path. Oni armaments are also at your disposal to turn the tides of battle. You can even use Joy-Con 2 motion controls to intuitively slay Genma. As fates intertwine, will you cut down those that stand in your way? Onimusha, Way of the Sword, launches on Nintendo Switch 2, September 25th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Your unwritten epic begins. Dragon's Dogma 2, Dark Arisen is heading to Nintendo Switch 2. You are the Arisen, a hero burdened with the fate of slaying the dragon who has taken your heart. In this expanded version of Dragon's Dogma 2, explore the new land of Norgan, seek out spoils, then appraise them to reveal new weapons, armor, or skills. With these arms at the ready, take down powerful monsters in this single-player action RPG adventure. From a fighter specializing in close-range combat to a mage skilled in spell casting, choose the vocation that fits your playstyle. Plus, you can lead up to 3 pawns, custom companions who act on their own. When taking on massive monsters, you can climb them to strike their weak points. Fighting alongside your pawns is key to victory. In a world between dark and light, embark on an adventure and tell a tale all your own. What fate awaits the Arisen and their pawns? Dragon's Dogma 2, Dark Arisen, launches on Nintendo Switch 2, October 9th. Otherworldly endeavors await in these games. Earth has been driven to the brink of annihilation by mysterious life forms called the Naytiba. Now, join Eve on her mission to save humanity and reclaim the planet. Engage in high-speed combat that focuses on timing. Then find your opening and strike. Defeat enemies to acquire new skills. Then strategically deploy them to fit the situation. Can you save humanity and reclaim Earth for humankind? Stellar Blade launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this year. Blast off in the two-player co-op adventure Orbitals. Protect your home in an expedition across the galaxy. There are many interstellar areas to explore. Melt ice to make a path. Activate devices in time with the beat. Escape from incoming enemies and more. Brave the dangers ahead in your voyage through the stars. Two players can also work together locally or online using GameShare.
Nice.
Work together and overcome the crisis of the cosmos. Orbitals launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system September 3rd. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Journey through the Glade of Dreams in this bold reimagining of Rayman Legends. When a shadowy villain starts spreading corruption, it's up to Rayman and his friends to leap, glide, and punch their way through charming and colorful worlds. Ride dragons across realms. Dive into 4 new musical stages. And enjoy more added content. Up to 4 players can go out on a limb in local co-op. You can also play a revamped version of Kung Fu using GameShare locally or online. Rayman Legends Retold launches on Nintendo Switch 2 October 1st. It's a great day for a big walk. Get lost with friends in this online co-op walking and talking adventure. Set off through a peaceful world brimming with challenges, puzzles, and lots of things to discover. Enjoy the sights and sounds as you work together to find your way around. Use all sorts of tools to stay in touch.
Can anyone hear me?
And figure out new methods of communicating if you're in a pickle.
Thank you.
They might even be a little unconventional. And if you're not quite up to adventuring, you can always just relax with your pals. Enjoy the sunset, dance the night away, or steal something from a friend and kick it into the ocean. You know, the usual stuff. You can also use mouse controls or hang out with friends using cross-platform play. After all, spending quality time together is the best part of a big walk. Strolling onto Nintendo Switch 2, August 4th. Season the seas. Build your very own floating restaurant with the Straw Hat Crew. Cook up recipes with Sanji. Craft the menu. Decorate it to your liking. Then serve your customers as you run the restaurant. By searching for and collecting ingredients, you'll expand your menu offerings. Use Devil Fruit abilities to prepare piping hot steaks. Or whip up tongue-tingling Tauntaun noodles. You can make all sorts of delicious dishes. Spend in-game money to change up the restaurant's interior and expand it to attract even more customers. Over 400 characters from the One Piece series will appear. Mouse controls are also supported on Nintendo Switch 2. Get ready for a feast of epic proportions in One Piece Grand Gourmet, sailing onto the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems October 23rd.
adventuring in Pokemon Pokopia, even beneath the sea. Explore the world on the ocean floor with a free update. By using the new move Dive, you can enjoy life with Pokemon living under the sea. Plant grass, build structures, and expand your towns underwater. This free update is scheduled to release in August 2026. And there's more! The Pokemon Pokopia Expansion Pass paid DLC is on the way. Discover a brand new town, Bubbly Basin. There you'll find new furniture, new outfits, and new friends. The Pokemon Pokopia Expansion Pass paid DLC will be available later today on Nintendo eShop. Part 1 of the paid DLC, Bubbly Basin, launches this August. Part 2 and Part 3 will launch at a later date. Look out for more details in the future.
We hope you're looking forward to more content for Pokemon Pokopia via a free update and paid DLC. Next, please take a look at this.
This is the Dagdan Empire, a prosperous land ruled by the gods. The capital, Daxian, plays host to the Heroic Games, the winner of which is granted one wish. Powerful fighters from across the land have gathered to participate. The story revolves around 4 heroes. Kai, a young boy determined to win the games to save his imprisoned father. Dietrich, a swordsman ever on the hunt for a stronger foe. Theodora, a queen seeking to fulfill the long-held dream of her homeland. And Lita, a musician with her sights set on revenge. Guide whichever character you choose to victory as they weave their own unique tale.
Passed to me, blade.
Between matches, you can strengthen your forces in different ways. Hone your techniques at the training grounds.
I'm figuring it out.
Recruit new allies. Or travel beyond Daxian's walls to gain experience. How you spend your free time is up to you. Combat takes the form of turn-based tactical battles. Consider your weapon's range and your unit's strengths on the battlefield. Plus, each of the 4 main characters comes with their own special techniques. By using these techniques to the fullest, you might turn the tide of battle.
Rejoice with me at the advent of the underworld.
You look upon the Promised One, who will route you here and guide the living to salvation.
How did it feel?
To upheave the world. Begone from us, the darkest dark.
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave launches September 17th. Alongside the standard edition, there will be a special edition, the Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave Dagdan Collection, that launches the same day. Please look forward to it. Let's continue with some more headlines.
Welcome to the next level of ninja battles. first part of Ninja 2 is sneaking onto Nintendo Switch 2. After accidentally breaking a forbidden seal, you're stranded on an uncharted planet. Overcome the dangers lurking here to safely return to Earth in this open-world action-adventure. Use Ninja Gum to freely traverse this vast world in search of clues to get back home. You can also blow a bubble to float in the air. Defeat enemies blocking your path with weapons crafted from Ninja Gum. You can even summon buddies with Gum Ninjutsu to unleash powerful attacks. Additionally, up to 4 ninja can team up in local or online multiplayer to chew through tough battles. The first part of Ninja 2, The Uncharted Planet, launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system next spring. The DK Challenge barrels in. Coming to Nintendo Switch Online on Nintendo Switch 2, the limited time DK Challenge event. Take on challenges across many Donkey Kong games available with Nintendo Classics. By completing them, you can earn and enjoy collectible digital challenge cards. And if you have Donkey Kong Bonanza, you can attempt even more challenges. Try out ones geared for beginners, or take on developer challenges for something with a bit more punch. Rediscover Donkey Kong games, play challenges, and complete your card collection. DK Challenge can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch Online app on the home menu of your Nintendo Switch 2. You'll be able to barrel through these limited time challenges starting later today. Plus, in the Donkey Kong Bonanza, DK Island and Emerald Rush paid DLC, a limited time collaboration with Super Mario Bros. Is breaking through. Enjoy outfits for DK and Pauline, inspired by Mario and Luigi. Plus, there are coins, super mushrooms, question blocks, and more. Experience Emerald Rush as you've never seen it before with a Super Mario Bros. Twist. This limited time collaboration event will be held in 4 waves with the first wave beginning later today. From the creators of Vampire Survivors.
領域展開
The latest game from the makers of Vampire Survivors, Jujutsu Kaisen Rumble Survivathon, casts a spell onto Nintendo Switch 2. Up to 8 players can compete online for the top spot in this Survivors Royale. At the start of a match, players don't battle directly. Instead, take down enemies on your own map to earn points. Each time you earn 100 points, you can add a rule to your run, including ones that hinder other players. The match culminates in a head-to-head final battle between the top 2 players. Who will be the final survivor? More than 20 characters from the Jujutsu Kaisen series appear. Characters can be unlocked just by playing. Battle online with players near and far, or go it alone against computer-controlled opponents. Exorcise curses, dominate rivals, and rise to the top. Jujutsu Kaisen Rumble Survivathon launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this year. Are you up for the challenge in these games? Brutal, unforgiving battles storm onto Nintendo Switch 2. In a forsaken world, a looming darkness devours all in its path. Now, only one kingdom endures. Defy the will of the gods to save what remains of humanity. Master brutal melee combat, devastating sorceries, and lethal ranged attacks. Test your mettle against towering abominations on your journey across the realms of the living and the dead. A hero must rise for a god to fall. Lords of the Fallen 2 launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this fall. enter a darkly elegant world based on the story of Pinocchio in Lies of P. In a city under siege, you must fight rampaging mechanical puppets and seek the cause of this upheaval while confronting your own humanity. Take on enemies using customizable weapons and prosthetic arms that allow you to swap between different abilities. But know this, the lies you tell will alter your fate. Lies of P Complete Edition, which includes Overture, a prequel expansion to the main game, launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system August 6th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. The most recent entry in the legendary Devil May Cry series is slashing its way onto Nintendo Switch 2. Play as Nero, Dante, V, and Virgil, each armed with different battle styles, as you fight off hordes of demons and epic bosses. Pull off stylish attacks, dodges, and combos with your vast arsenal of weapons and skills. Enjoy thrilling, high-octane combat at 60 frames per second in both TV mode and handheld mode. Plus, additional content such as battle tracks, character colors, and Devil Breaker weapons for Nero are included. Devil May Cry 5 Devil Hunter Edition launches on Nintendo Switch 2, June 23rd. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Enter a mystical era deep in Japan's past. 6 souls determined to forge their own destinies.
So you're looking for some runaway ninja named Kisuke.
They still have some unfinished business in this world.
I shall make him pay.
Let's show him we farmers have spirit.
You sentenced me to die 7 days from now?
I'd start repenting if I were you.
An action RPG for the ages. What fate awaits those who wield the demon blades? Muramasa, Revenant Blades.
Nintendo Switch 2 editions of these 3 Xenoblade Chronicles games are incoming. All 3 games run at 60 frames per second, with 4K resolution in TV mode or Full HD in handheld mode. In-game cutscenes also have enhanced resolution and frame rate. Not only that, but you can travel on a high-speed vehicle in the first game, control blades to fight mercenary squad battles in the second, and put your strength to the test against waves of enemies in the third. There's also a variety of other content added to each of the 3 games. More details will be revealed at a later date. The digital version of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, and the Upgrade Pack will be available later today. The physical version launches on July 30th. The Nintendo Switch 2 editions of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Xenoblade Chronicles 3 will be available on the dates shown on screen.
3 Xenoblade Chronicles games are getting Nintendo Switch 2 editions. New features will be added to each title, so we hope you'll check them out. And a new story in the Xenoblade series is about to begin. Here are some early moments from the game.
アニマは世界の源であった。水も火も風も世界を構成するそのすべては大地を流れるアニマが形を変えたものだ。そして戦いを決するのはいつもアニマとその力を自在に振るう騎士だった。
この剣の名に恥じぬよう精進します。ここがリューコス。
その石はアニマ硝石。騎士の力を増幅させるだけでなく、そのものの行動や思いも刻みます。 これからのあなたの学院生活の全てがその意志と共にあると思ってください。
今日の訓練は実戦を想定してのものだ。
力の使い方、なんとなく分かった気がする。
死って人殺しの職業だ。奪われた側はどう思うんだろうな。
真実見つけてみない？
信仰を失った人の魂をドラゴンの炎で浄化することで罪が贖われる。
田舎貴族の限界を教えてあげる。
あいつ使えるぜ。定石なしで騎士の力。
生と死、全てはアニマと共にある。
帰るのさ、あの場所に。
さあ始まるわよ。兄上、行ってまいります。
ここは6つの太陽に照らし出された大地。そこで人々は知ることになる。破れた神の恨みが未だ晴らされてはいないこと。
Xenoblade Genesis marks a new beginning. What kind of story do you think will be told? Please look forward to future updates. Next, please take a look at this.
Welcome to Woohoo Island, home to all kinds of sports. Coming to Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Switch Sports Resort, the latest game in the series. Use the Joy-Con 2 controllers as rackets, bows, or even handles. There are 12 sports to choose from, all with intuitive motion controls. Let's go over them. Punch, guard, counter, and outmaneuver for the knockout in boxing. Make quick shots to keep your opponent on their toes. In table tennis, aim for the center of the target and let that arrow fly. In archery, enjoy rallies with different types of shots in tennis. Bump, set, and spike in volleyball. Roll the ball straight or give it a spin to strike big in bowling. Dribble, pass, and shoot to score in basketball. Adjust your shot's power, then swing your club in golf. Battle with one thumb to hand your opponent a defeat in thumb wrestling. Ride through the course using mouse controls in skateboarding. Steer with handles and coast along the waves in power cruising. Tilt the controller and fly around freely in prop plane. Plus, you can warm up for these sports with jump rope. You can create and play as a sportsmate or Mii character. Enjoy playing all kinds of sports on Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo Switch Sports Resort launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system October 22nd. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Nintendo Switch Sports Resort is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. We showed all the sports included, but since we have the opportunity, let's try one of the new sports, thumb wrestling.
Before the match, let's go over the rules. Hold down your opponent's thumb for 3 seconds, and you'll win. If yours gets pinned, just shake the controller to break free. And if you keep your thumb held down, it'll get bigger and stronger.
You'll need this to claim victory.
Here's to a great thumb wrestling match. The thumb moves, just like this. Here we go. Let's have a good match. Oh, got him right away. Oh, they broke free. All right. Let's try this. Oh, we bumped thumbs. Oh, go, go, go. Hold it. Oh, they broke free again. You have to keep them pinned. No, wait, wait, wait. Whew. I was worried for a second there. Okay, thumb started to sparkle, and the nail got bigger. Hold on a second. That's not how it's supposed to go. It's okay. Everything is fine. My thumb returned to normal. Ooh, it's sparkling again. Now let's try. Oh, I got deflected. Ah, wait a minute. Ah, I lost. Please wait a little longer for Nintendo Switch Sports Resort. Let's move on to more headlines.
Survive a land ruled by dragons. The world of RuneScape comes to Nintendo Switch 2. An ancient power has awakened on the forgotten continent of Ashenfall. Explore a land infused with magic and uncover lost secrets on your journey to face the Dragon Queen. In this survival crafting adventure, delve into the mysteries of Ashenfall amongst the ruins of fallen civilizations. On your expedition, harness the land's transformative magic to gather resources, craft gear, and build shelter. Then, step into battle, forge weapons, sharpen your skills, and face the danger that awaits. Survive the wilds, unveil lost secrets, and challenge dragons in RuneScape Dragon Wilds, launching on Nintendo Switch 2 September 15th. Get on board for these games. Customize your own avatar and play in the adorable world of Hello Kitty Partyland. Join the party with over 40 character-themed mini-games and several board games. There are over 140 Sanrio characters to meet. Plus, you can choose from 16 partner characters, collect stickers, and so much more. Hello Kitty Partyland launches exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch October 29th.
So let's get down there and finish the job.
Blast off for adventure across the Lylat system with Fox McCloud and his crew.
Well done, Fox.
A battle for the fate of the galaxy begins. Star Fox launches on Nintendo Switch 2, June 25th. A free demo that includes a tutorial and one of the game's opening stages will be available later today on Nintendo eShop. Hope resonates within the crystals. Get ready for the first Final Fantasy game in HD 2D, Final Fantasy Resonance. This is Lapis, a vast world that has prospered through the power of crystals. But after the invasion of the Veritas, this once thriving world lies on the brink of annihilation. Now Rain, a knight of Grandshelt, must journey across the realm with his companions to stop the Veritas. In thrilling turn-based battles, call upon visions, iconic Final Fantasy heroes from other worlds to take down monsters. Can you uncover the truth behind the Veritas and the secrets the crystals hold? Final Fantasy Resonance launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems October 22nd. A weird, whimsical world is waiting. Pikuniku returns in a new 3D puzzle exploration adventure. What do giant fruit, malevolent robot frogs, and an all-powerful potato have in common? Nothing. Other than a shadowy conspiracy, of course. Meet a cavalcade of curious characters, each with their own problems and puzzles to solve. But beneath this seemingly happy world lies a sinister plot to squeeze the locals for all they're worth. Time to join the resistance by using Piku's surprising abilities. Help solve the people's problems in surprising and downright oddball ways. Feeling baffled by these affable denizens? Embrace these strange encounters and bring about an ultimate understanding. And in this sequel, navigate and explore in full 3D as you discover the secrets of this vivid, colorful world. Get ready to wander, solve, and gossip in Pikuniku 2, launching on Nintendo Switch 2 next year.
Prepare for an all-new monster-filled adventure! Two girls find themselves lost in the kingdom of Witherwood. There they gain the power to turn monsters into friends. Spot a monster you fancy? Scout it! Win it over and it'll fight by your side. And that's not all. Synthesize two monsters to create more powerful allies. Now, take on the most fearsome of foes with a team that's uniquely your own. Adventure is calling, and it's monstrously fun. Dragon Quest Monsters, the Withered World.
Huh. About time you got here.
Upon the ancient blood sovereign's honor. We are monsters, each vying for blood.
Ah, you're finally here. Worthy spirit.
How was that? Next, we have more news about an upcoming treasure hunting game.
Hey everyone, here is some fresh news about Splatoon Raiders, a new single-player focused adventure. Check out this neat little place, the hideout ship out on the water. There's Deep Cut, a trio of swashbuckling musicians. And this scrappy individual? That's you. Let's call this handy youth the Mechanic. The 4 of them are using the hideout ship as their hub, hunting for treasure across these landmasses, the Spiralite Islands. All right, time for a quick dive. Looks like the treasure they're after is at the base of those lights. But there's a bunch of aggressive creatures called salmonids in the way. And when you get too close, they'll attack immediately. The salmonids aren't pushovers either, so you shouldn't go it alone. That's where this comes in, the Exploration Bot. A member of Deep Cut pilots it during your treasure hunts and attacks automatically. Launches you in the air for extra height, and even gets out of the bot to unleash special moves like this. You'll also get support in the form of gadgets. There's one that continuously fires ink after it's placed. Another that slices through enemies. Another that spins ink around you, and more. And the best part, you can use them together. It'd be nice if that made things easier, though. So to recap, do not underestimate the salmonids. Yikes, this is tougher than it looks. But the salmonids aren't the only powerful ones around here. Through battles, you, the mechanic, will also get stronger by leveling up. And you can customize all sorts of upgrades to fit your playstyle. Oh, looks like time's up. There are even more details to cover in the upcoming Splatoon Raiders Direct, airing on June 30th. And in the smart device app Nintendo Today, see the story events leading up to Splatoon Raiders with daily comics ahead of launch. Plus, in collaboration with this game, there's going to be a special Splatfest in Splatoon 3. The theme looks like it's about Splatoon Raiders. Details will be announced here. Look out for more info in the future. Don't forget to check this out too. See ya!
So what did you think? Splatoon Raiders is just around the corner. We'll also be releasing new Joy-Con 2 controllers inspired by Deep Cut. We hope you're looking forward to it. Let's see some more headlines.
Awaken your power.
Heed me, O kingless. Whosoever hath truly earned the greatest faith of the citizenry shall ascend to throne and crown by right of kings.
This is the United Kingdom of Uchronia, inhabited by 8 tribes. The next king shall be decided by the will of the people. By decree of the king, as his face floats in the sky, the tournament for the throne begins. As the realm grapples with its first ever election, those vying for the throne put their plans into action. As one of the throne's candidates, you'll travel across the kingdom, forging bonds with compelling characters along the way. Various enemies stand in your path.
This battle's ours.
There are monsters roaming this world,
You'll feel this one!
as well as other candidates, and strange beasts known as humans. Control your destiny and change the world in Metaphor ReFantazio, launching on the Nintendo Switch 2 system November 12th. Create, explore, survive. A dedicated Nintendo Switch 2 version of Minecraft is on the way. Dig into your Minecraft adventure on Nintendo Switch 2 with support for vibrant visuals. And embark on a journey across a world with enhanced lighting and shadow effects. Plus, Nintendo Switch Worlds can be carried over, so you can pick up right where you left off. What will you create next? Minecraft launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this year. The battle of light and darkness approaches. Filled with memorable adventures, 3 collections of Kingdom Hearts games are coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Traverse through iconic Disney and Pixar worlds. Befriend all sorts of magical allies. And battle enemies in action RPG combat. Relive these stories or experience them for the first time alongside Sora and his friends as they fight the darkness. If you have the cloud versions on Nintendo Switch, you can transfer your existing save data to these Nintendo Switch 2 games. These 3 collections launch on Nintendo Switch 2 October 8th. A bundle with all 3 compilations, Kingdom Hearts Collection 1 through 3, also launches October 8th. Additionally, a free demo of Kingdom Hearts 3 plus Remind will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
この世界の構造はとても複雑で、私たちが定義する光と闇を具現化したものは存在しなかった。でもそれを定義するものがこの世界に来たことで、この世界にも私たちの定義する闇が現れた。
How was that? Next is our last announcement. Please take a look.
Long ago, there was a land called Hyrule, created by beings of supreme divinity. At the very edge of this kingdom, there lay a small forest. Within it, an ancient solitary tree quietly watched over the inhabitants of the forest. These forest dwellers were called the Kokiri. Each had a fairy companion, and they lived out their innocent lives in these woods. However, there was one particular boy who did not have a fairy.
The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time will be reborn on Nintendo Switch 2. More details will be announced in the future, so please look forward to them. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Earlier this year, Devon-san was appointed as the new president of Nintendo of America. We'd like to conclude this presentation with a few words from Devon-san. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Koizumi-san. Hi, everyone. I'm Devin Pritchard, and after 20 years at Nintendo, one of my favorite things about gaming is still that moment I get to try something new. I watch the trailers, I hear about a game, but the moment I pick up a controller, that's when it all comes together. And for me, that's what games have always been about. Those little moments that surprise me and allow me to immerse myself in different worlds. You can read about a game, you can watch a trailer, but nothing beats seeing it for yourself. And that's a big part of what Nintendo Treehouse Live is about. Getting a closer look, hearing from the teams, and spending more time with the games themselves. So let's get to it. We've got a new Nintendo Treehouse Live ready to go, with a few games I hope you find interesting. And if you enjoyed Splatoon Raiders in today's Nintendo Direct, this July at San Diego Comic-Con, we'll have the game playable on the show floor. Because at the end of the day, I think the best way to understand a game is to pick up the controller and play. Thanks for watching. I'm really looking forward to sharing more of what I love about games and bringing those experiences to all of you. And now it's time for Treehouse Live. Over to you, team.
Hi everyone, welcome to Nintendo Treehouse Live. My name is Teresa and I'm joined here by Gab, Dan, and Rob. We're here to talk about Star Fox, coming out June 25th. It is a cinematic shooter. We're gonna focus on the single player game, and then we'll go into the multiplayer in a later segment. But Dan, why don't you take us away?
Yeah, we're gonna start right out here in this new cinema scene, right on the Star Fox Bridge, Bridge of the Great Fox, which is the base for the Star Fox team. The team is just coming out of their VR training session, which is part of the tutorial. And here's, we get a little introduction to some of the characters. Falco is their ace pilot, Slippy's the engineer, science expert, Peppy's their veteran uncle who gives them advice, and then Fox McCloud is the leader of the team. And what has happened during their training session is they're getting a call from General Pepper, who's the head of the Corneria Defense Force, and he wants to hire this mercenary team to help them in a fairly desperate situation, which we'll see as we answer this call. I think we're going to go straight into the campaign here, and when you start the campaign, you're going to be able to select between easy and normal difficulty mode. You can also unlock the expert difficulty mode, which we'll talk about in more detail later. You unlock that by getting medals in the various missions. But we're going to start with normal because that's what most people are going to be familiar with. And you can also, before each mission, select single player, co-op local, or co-op game share, which we'll do more about co-op later. Let's go straight into single player. And this is another kind of cinema scene where you can see the cinematic storytelling.
Incoming hail from General Pepper. Priority 1.
And as you mentioned, these cutscenes are new, so they expand upon what we already know about the franchise or like the game this is based off of.
A little on edge.
They do a really good job of showcasing each member's.
Yeah, the details on the characters just really bring them to life with their Falcons goofing off in the background.
Training.
Various
Not
uniforms
goofing
are
off.
different. The backgrounds in these different scenes are also have a lot of detail that I think will reward keen observation. And even players who are really familiar with the franchise, I think, will maybe spot some details that might be kind of interesting.
Save Corneria. Liberate the
like a watering can
and a plant. Well, you know, we gotta have some decorations here.
Pleasure doing business with you,
But yeah, General Pepper here is pretty desperate. He's hiring the Star Fox team to help out on Corneria, which is under attack by the forces of Andross, who is rampaged through the system, and the Star Fox team has to liberate the Lylat system. Here the R-Wing fighters are going to launch out of the Great Fox and head down to Corneria, where we'll again see some more details that bring the characters to life. Right after this quick classic title screen here.
It really does get the title of like a cinematic experience.
And that
It's
nostalgic like music too. Like the music is so good.
The music is great in this game.
Right here definitely gives like sci-fi movie vibes.
Yeah. So Corneria is the main planet, the jewel of the Lylat system. Most of the inhabitants live there. Here you can see some of the details on the R-Wings as they enter the atmosphere. Each one has its own kind of customization depending on the pilot. You can look and see those differences for yourself and check it out. Going through a quick systems check, again, the characters are kind of approaching this in different ways. The R-Wing is unfolding in a very dramatic fashion here.
Keep
a lot of
limbs
detail.
Clear.
But like you mentioned, Dan, it's got the detail that adds that personality, and it's the personality of those characters that they added to their own vehicles. So it's like even their outfits too, they really outline their personality, and the role within the team.
Oh, absolutely. And if you look really closely, you can even see the wear and tear on these vehicles. You know, there's just a lot of detail and love put into these.
Yeah, especially as you keep playing through the stages too, like you'll see that wear and tear also.
Like if you receive damage and
Correct. Yeah.
So the game gives you a flight plan here through the mission. You're able to kind of focus on what you need to do, which is shoot down the bad guys. You've got your laser, which has single shots and also charge shots that can lock on to the enemies. And by doing that, it'll hit them for sure. But also you can get multiple hits. There I just saved Slippy. That's something you're going to want to keep an eye out for as you play the game. There are going to be times when your wingmen get in danger, and saving them is beneficial.
And if you don't, they get shot down. Right?
Yes. They can get shot down. You can also shoot them yourself, so you need to be careful of that.
Please don't do that.
No friendly fire.
No friendly fire.
You can see, even though we're kind of going through the city, there's a lot of different routes you can take, different enemies, different things to fly through, fly under.
Use the bomb.
Yeah, that was to get that robot so he didn't knock down the pylon there, and I can more easily get the wing, or the laser power up.
Enemy on your tail, Fox. Use the
This is, like you mentioned, it's worth keeping your teammates around because they will provide helpful information. Like Peppy is very good at giving you a heads up of the environment, what's coming, whether braking would be a good idea, accelerating.
Yeah, if there's enemies coming up behind you, he'll warn you.
And And here we go. Falco lining up enemies for you.
Falco's didn't do
Had a
his
malfunction.
system check, and so he got in a little bit of trouble there. But I bailed him
Why
out.
you shouldn't rush a
It's
system
gonna be fine.
He really wanted to get
Of
into
course,
this
Slippy's
mission.
got to rub it in a little.
He is correct.
Do a barrel roll. Of course,
Classic
barrel rolls
line.
will
Classic.
also deflect lasers, which is kind of a nice thing when you got a bunch of them coming at you.
Those archways make for a good obstacle course.
I'm going to switch to mouse targeting here to just have a little fun flying through these. You can also shoot in this mode.
Like, maybe we'll see the console of the R-Wing here. This nice little detail.
Yeah, it's pretty immersive. And I'm also going to crash in this mode.
Oh gosh.
We didn't want to go through the arches anyway because we wanted to see this other boss, but you can have a lot of fun with that mode and adds to the way that different variety of ways to play it. I didn't shoot Peppy. I didn't shoot Peppy
Really
down.
low on energy.
It's okay. It's okay.
Did I shoot him down?
You didn't shoot him down. You shot him a couple.
Okay.
No, you're good.
But
Well,
because this is a
he's gotta
Star
be
Fox
careful.
specifically is a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive game, that's how like Dan is able to use the mouse controls, which is kind of a nice perk, especially when you're trying to get more precision shots.
And that transition is very seamless,
Yeah.
as you noticed. You can switch
Yeah.
between them as much as you want, whenever it feels appropriate to you.
Yeah, and here we've transitioned into all-range mode, which is a little bit bigger battlefield here. There are borders. If you hit the border, it'll turn you around automatically. But it allows us to fly all the way around this guy and see him from different angles and shoot him from different angles, which is kind of fun because he's got a lot of different parts on him. You can shoot his guns, you can shoot his legs, and just basically have fun with him. But we're not gonna take too long.
That actually gave you an advantage because now it's just a sitting target.
Well, I've fought him a few times, so he was not as bad as he thought he was. I meant to have a little fun with him, but we also want to keep moving through and showing some other parts of the game. So yeah, you can experiment with that and have fun with the different bosses and find different ways to fight them.
Dan likes to play with his food.
How about you?
Didn't even break a sweat. No, I didn't even. As it turns out. But yeah, we're going to keep on going to the next mission. After each mission, depending on what you do, yeah, I know, sorry, Peppy. You can go on different routes through the system. And in this case, since we didn't go through the arches, we're going to be going to Medio. There are alternate paths that might allow us to go to Sector Y or some other different levels. So Medio is fine because that's where we wanted to go. And this is where we're going to show some of the alternate controls. I'm going to pass it over to Gab and Teresa as we go through this cinema scene.
For sure. And as we get prepped, here's a
Impressive work, Star Fox. Enemy forces are.
And once again, you can see
We can handle ourselves in a combat zone,
that
General.
additional storytelling through smaller things like body language, facial expressions. Yeah.
team.
Lectures.
Yes. Lectures from Peppy,
Lectures,
yes.
like the way
Lectures. Mission. Let's get in there.
He wants to shoot you
Come on,
guys.
action.
He wants to be the
Come on.
Fox. I expect you to make short work of them.
Yeah, Slippy's still looking at the schematic of the Gronga on the screen there. He thought that was pretty cool.
Emanating from deep within
And now we had found mysterious energy in the asteroid field.
Yeah, Slippy is very, very into the details of being the tech and the engineer, just constantly checking through everything. And so it's really fun just seeing these cutscenes and seeing how their personalities shine through every action that they do. So as Dan mentioned, we have opened up the path to Medio, but because we want to really show co-op, I'm going to back out, resume this campaign, and then select co-op local. So you'll see here that the Joy-Con 2 controllers get split between the players. So one player becomes the pilot, the other player plays as the gunner. So we're going to go ahead here and set up the controllers. I will be enlisting the role of pilot, and I will ask Gab to be my gunner.
It's an honor.
We got this. All right, so we're going to start this mission. And as you're loading the screen, you'll see at the bottom right, there's a little R-wing that you could actually control. You do little barrel rolls.
Yeah, get used to the controls a little. Practice barrel rolls.
I love all these fun, small details.
Yeah,
It just adds to
fully
the
Easter eggs.
experience.
Yeah. Good luck with the co-op.
Thanks,
Oh, yeah.
Dan. Why you say? Why foreshadowing
I just like
something?
wishing people good luck.
Yeah, I wonder if anyone's ever heard that before.
What did you do? Wait a minute.
Start shooting things.
Scientists say these
Okay.
I wonder what happened to it.
How are the controls working?
I'm not liking this at all. Okay, sorry, Gab. Hold on a second. This is. I cannot. So Dan really likes playing the classic controls where everything is inverted. I do not. I refuse. I think it's hard. I don't like it. So anyway, I got choices, which I appreciate. But you'll see here the details of the controls for each player here. So I can focus on boosting, braking, somersaulting, U-turn, and then Gab will be focused on shooting, throwing bombs, but also answering any calls that kind of come in.
Before we move on, we talked about expert mode. How you unlock that is by getting all the medals across the Lila system. And to do that, you need to keep all of your team members alive, as well as reach a certain hit threshold. We can continue on, I can talk about it a bit more. So for this one, for Medio, it is 200 hits. Others may have different requirements, but you always need to keep your crew members alive. By collecting all of them, again, you get expert.
And to that point, it's not just hitting enemies. That's why you see me shooting all of these meteors, because some of them are breakable and will count towards that hit total.
Yeah, lots of fun ways to get additional hits. One of them is the lock-on with the laser.
Take him down.
That gives you bonus hits.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
we got a plus one right there.
Nice.
A few other ones.
Oh yeah.
You got the bomb. Nice. Yeah, a lot of times also defeating multiple enemies will drop items for you. It's useful and important.
We saw Dan use a bomb earlier, but we didn't talk about it. Bombs are limited use ammo.
Doesn't look
Have
natural.
limited uses, and you pick them up just as you go through.
Some size
Giant explosions.
coming.
I tried.
saw what you were trying to do,
I was
though.
trying to be really, really like smart about it. Ugh.
Okay.
Giant asteroid
driving.
over here. I'm trying.
So you can do what Peppy tells you, or the complete opposite. Like, you do you.
Thread the needle. Hey.
That was
so close.
That was good.
Incoming message.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
Oh,
you.
nicely done.
Thank you.
Nope.
Where'd it go?
There's the supplies from
Supplies from Rob64.
Hey, another. Hey.
Oh,
Hey. Hello.
Excuse me.
What was that?
Not interested in what you're selling. Thank you.
So for any damage, if you collect blue rings, that will restore health. But the gold rings, which we kind of collected before, if you get a total of 3, that will expand your health bar. For anybody that missed that.
Or Peppy was in trouble and you saved her.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, nice job.
Good job, not.
The blue bar underneath is for any moves that you do. So you really want to strategize when you break or boost, because that will impact how you want to eventually use braking or boosting or somersaulting. Sorry.
That's okay.
This
You
is
did
where
such a-
communication comes in handy.
We're doing
Ow.
great.
Oh. Laser tech.
I spoke to you.
Lock-in.
Love the lock-in feature. As a newbie gunner, person who can't aim very well, it's very helpful. It's very friendly to any
So much
sort of
fire.
any level of expertise.
So we have a good example of a enemy that you can't lock onto, but it'll give you bonus hits by defeating it.
So it's helpful kind of break to give Gab some more time to shoot that enemy.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anytime. Now Slippy needs help.
Making a big mistake.
And I will protect him with my life.
Ooh, checkpoints. So we didn't talk about this, I don't think, but if you collect those checkpoints, say that you know, unfortunately lose all your health, you're able to kind of go back to that point in the level rather than starting from the very beginning.
However, you can skip them and start at the very beginning of the level.
Yeah, if
really
you want
to.
that
Yeah,
challenge,
if you
sure,
want
Rob.
Rob wants the challenge.
I want the challenge, yeah. Here's the mysterious energy that Slippy was talking about.
Yeah, so we're actually going to not collect all of them just because we want to keep that element of surprise for those at home that want to kind of see what ends up happening when you collect them all. So enjoy that as we keep the surprise to ourselves.
Some organic turret asteroids here.
Yeah, these rocks are a lie, is what it is.
They are a chance to rack up some hits.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. We still need those 200 points.
Really close.
I'm trying so hard. I'm so locked in.
I mean, earning the medals is a challenge. That's
yes.
And that's to the replay value too. Even if we
it's
don't
very
get it now.
satisfying to get them all.
Enemy shield analyzed.
Oh, another reason to keep Slippy around is that you see that bar that just popped up. That's the enemy's. That's the boss's health bar. And if Slippy is down for the count, you won't have that information. It's more of a guessing game.
It's a nice to have for sure.
Yeah. Ooh, I see some missiles in the background.
They're
Let's try
after
to.
Slippy too.
Not my boy.
And the Meteor Crusher here, you want to avoid shooting its shield right there.
Oh, yeah.
It'll shoot back at you.
Should I
See
show
what
him?
happens. Oh, yeah.
It's like
So Gavin's
soaking
really
up
trying to
their
aim for those
shots.
yellow spots. Oh no!
That was on purpose
It's
for
close, it's
showing.
close.
Ah.
So again, Peppy is warning you of that too. So he's giving you
Yeah.
some tactics.
Yeah, they all play very different but very helpful roles.
Ow. Okay.
I don't know what Falco's doing now. He's just kind of flying around. Actually, he will probably distract some of the missiles from coming after you or Peppy.
Nicely
I'm
done.
no match for you, Star Fox.
No, you're not.
Yeah, it's a lie. So glad Slippy is still around to tell us that they're lying.
Yeah.
Through
And
their
the
health
defeat
bar.
half a health bar.
It's a trick.
Questionable.
You're not as stupid as you look.
I'll take the compliment, I guess. Go. Ooh, nice dodge.
Thank you.
Yes. Oh,
Yes.
so close.
Don't get a third shot at us. I don't like those pot shots.
Sorry to chat, but we've got places to be.
So yeah, as you can see, the local co-op is, well, it's very fun.
Yeah.
Let's say that. But it's also a nice way to kind of divide the work and the tasks. I'm a newbie to the series, so it's nice to be able to focus on just aiming and targeting and not having to avoid obstacles. So thank you for setting me up
My
to
pleasure.
succeed.
Thanks for being my partner in crime. Or in flight.
Both?
Yeah, both. Why not both? ¿Por qué no los dos? But yeah, but on that note, actually, as we're going to close here and just kind of see the end results of Meteor, we managed to keep the 3 team members alive and gave a little bit more health to Peppy than Dan did for us. Thanks, Dan.
I want it to be a challenge.
Just add an additional challenge to the game that has already given us the challenge. So anyway, but we're getting new challenges in Hollow Viewer data, which is like more lore to the game, and battle banner options, which we'll go into later in the multiplayer segment. But yeah, as we kind of close this kind of area, we're actually going to show a small clip for the game. We want to kind of give you a sneak peek of all the other VO options that are available in the game. So stick around. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hey there, General. You seem a little on edge.
Andross's invasion has found its way to our doorstep. His forces are laying siege to Corneria as we speak.
Quiero que tu equipo se dirija hasta allí para iniciar una contraofensiva.
Eso es algo que se podría arreglar, General. Está de suerte porque resulta que mi equipo está disponible. Por un precio.
Sauvez Corneria. Libérez le système de Lylat et votre prix sera le mien.
Dans ce cas, marché conclu. C'est un plaisir de faire affaire avec vous, Général.
Preparem as Arwings. Temos trabalho a fazer, Star Fox. Vamos retomar o sistema do Andross. Planeta por vez.
Hey guys, welcome back. We're ready to show you another mode that's in the single player of the game. Rob, take it away.
Yeah, so we are entering challenge mode, and we're going to be choosing Macbeth for this one. As you can see with challenge mode, we have a number of challenges we're trying to complete as we're playing through, and we're going to be going on normal difficulty. By completing all of these challenges, we'll actually unlock an expert difficulty, which includes different challenges. One of the things with all these different challenges that you unlock different unlockables by completing each one. But we're just going to hop on in and get to gameplay. As I mentioned, we're going to be using the Landmaster, so we're going to be able to see a new vehicle for the the Star Fox team.
So you don't just fly the R-Wing.
Correct.
There's other vehicles that you'll be able to experience in this game, which is really cool.
Yeah, all thanks to Slippy. Of course, Slippy,
The engineer.
Slippy creates these things, and they just use them completely untested, but that's fine.
This is the testing.
Just like the
Yeah,
R-Wing.
this is the test.
So as you can see, the Landmaster boosts and rolls just like the R-Wing.
Just like the R-Wings.
As
Just
Slippy
like
said.
it.
So I can use a roll by double tapping R or L to get out of the way. But it doesn't give me my my shield that I would generally have with the R-Wing. So lasers will still hit me. It's more of a dodge. Additionally, I can hover by holding L and R. For this challenge, though, I am going to be swapping between both the mouse targeting as well as normal controls.
Send out these fighters for us, Fox.
I love how seamless that swap is.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite a first-person view, which I'm pretty happy it's not, because I don't know what the targeting system would look like inside of the Landmaster.
Oh, it's a gold ring.
Oh, I missed the gold ring. Oh, no.
Or not.
Mouse targeting.
The bomb's gonna be useful.
Bomb is going to be
Bombs are awesome.
Immediately used it. It could have been for another moment.
I hit the button a little too early.
But
I meant to
no.
hit these guys. Oh.
Okay.
That's all right. You don't need it.
I don't need it. You're right.
What do you mean?
The train hasn't managed to shake me yet.
I used to stop backseat driving for Rob. I want to
I know.
cheer for his
Backseat Landmaster
success.
driving.
Landmaster driving.
Well, that's one of the things of the game. It's fun, even if you're not playing, it's just really fun to watch because it is so well made.
Yeah. It's exciting. The explosion.
Oh, nice, Rob. You got
Damage
a
meter going
challenge.
down.
Oh, I did. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, 25
Airborne enemies.
There's a lot for this team.
One of the challenges is to save your team members 5 times. So you have to wait until they start getting attacked.
Some unwanted attention here.
That should be one at least.
That should be one.
Yeah.
I'm surprised
We're counting
you
them.
cover me from down there.
He always has to be sassy about it.
Sassy boy.
Yeah. Well, Falco's a fighter pilot. He does not have anything to do with the Landmaster.
Excuse me?
What's wrong?
Oh, I guess I can't get 5 gold rings.
Use
I can get a few more coming up here.
There's Peppy giving you some hints to boost over those instead of run into them.
The timing of Pepe's advice is also very good. Yeah. Basically, if you listen to him right away, you'll be solid.
So just like the R-Wing, the Landmaster has an energy gauge there that... Oh, you did it.
I stopped breathing.
I know. I was like clenching my chair here, like, come on, Rob, you got this.
I know. I thought you were going to use your energy
I'm a
and not
little
be
used
able
to
to
the R-Wing
boost through that.
here and there, so I'm just like, oh, I can just double tap and I'll be fine, right?
So, like, these gates, Rob can shoot them to also kind of control the gates. There are some of them. Not these
That one you can just
specifically.
run
Shoot all
Those
the
are timing.
rail and maybe we can divert the train.
So there's 2 ways to approach this. I can shoot those rail locks like
Ooh,
Peppy
nice.
mentioned, or I can fight the boss.
Yeah, so this is an example of one of those gates.
One thing to note, though, is that you have to do multiple playthroughs to complete all of the challenges. So going for the rail locks isn't necessarily something that'll help me out right now because I really, really want to fight this boss.
So you don't necessarily need to complete all of the challenges in a single run
No.
through. Yeah, you can like do this and then try for a different specific challenge.
Yeah, in fact, it's impossible to do all of them in one playthrough in some of the levels.
Yeah. Nice. good shots in. You can see the HP bar thanks to our boy Slippy.
That's right. Slippy's helping.
Spears in. Oh no!
Well, that'll teach you to make fun of it.
That's
Thank you
tail.
for talking about the spears.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good dodge though.
Sneaky.
I'm just gonna take the damage.
You can also
there we
take
go.
out those walls.
Nice.
We got to, yeah.
See, he
there's
got
full
the
ring on other
rings
side.
and got a bit.
He's ramping up for that attack.
I'm having a great time.
Oh, I missed. It's okay.
It's okay.
Aim for its tail.
Aim for its tail.
It doesn't have a tail. Oh, it does have a tail. There's a tail.
Yeah, up close and personal with the tail.
Nice.
There we go.
I don't think the enemy understands that the Landmaster belongs to the land.
To the land.
To the land.
Nice. And I saw that you were shooting.
So now it changed phases. I
Yeah.
have to shoot the back of the train now to be able to damage it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Classic.
Honestly, but
Momentarily
you could also
reveal
s-
weak spot.
Yeah. You can also see too that now that Rob has advanced the enemy to a different phase, they have a whole series of different attacks.
Yeah. Yeah, the enemies have a lot of details.
You give me 120 hits, but I did take off.
Yeah.
I thought you did a good job.
I thought so as well.
Yeah, this is not an easy one.
This is hard. And this was only a normal, so it's like, imagine what expert is going to be like.
Expert has the same difficulty as playing through the expert campaign, right? So you'll take additional damage, challenges will be harder, and
Done already?
be a lot tougher.
Yeah.
There's a level and a challenge difficulty for everyone.
Yeah, there's so much to pursue for every kind of player in this game. It's really cool. All right, so the results screen here. That's a lot of damage, sir.
It's fine. Slippy will fix it.
Begrudgingly.
Oh, he's excited.
You missed the G diffusers and the weapons.
There's a G diffuser on the. Oh, I guess there would be, right? The boosting. Yeah, there's G diffusers. So. All right.
But yeah, all right. Well, that was really cool. So, so that's the end of our single-player kind of show of Star Fox. But don't go anywhere. We're actually going to segue to the next segment, which is actually Splatoon Raiders. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Bye, everyone.
Welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live. I'm Emily, and I'm here with Dutch, Morgan, and Jose, and today we're playing Splatoon Raiders. Splatoon Raiders is coming out on July 23rd, and it's a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive. And today we're going to show you some live gameplay. One thing to keep in note is we are playing a development build. With that all out of the way, Jose, kick us off.
Cool. Yeah. So as Emily said, music and stuff's not final, but I'm going to start by making a character, and I'm going to make some choices and just kind of think about those.
And just to set us up here for any of you who may not be familiar with the Splatoon world or the universe of the franchise, this is a world that has been devastated by a catastrophic sea level rise. It's totally wiped out humanity, so this is a post-humanity world, but some other creatures have kind of evolved and made their way back onto land, most notably the Inklings and the Octolings here, which are kind of half squid, half octopus, respectively, and half humanoid. They can kind of switch between their squid or octopus forms and their humanoid forms.
Yeah, you can see Jose with an octoling there with a big tentacle on the top of the head.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I like that you have your hairband is a plastic bag, I believe.
Nice.
Which we'll see how that fits into the game and all the stuff you can salvage. It's like this game has a lot of salvage beach detritus.
Yeah, upcycling.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So we're going to jump into the tutorial level and just kind of get our feet wet on how Splatoon plays. And we kind of want to start at the ground floor for folks, right? So you might be familiar with what Splatoon is, but if you aren't, first of all, welcome. We're really happy that you're here, and we just want to kind of walk you through the basics before we get started. Out here on the Spiralite Islands.
So at its core, this game is an action game with elements of shooting. So you're playing as either an Inkling or an Octoling. And, what do octopuses and squids do? They shoot ink, right? So here, as Jose is getting this set up, you can see he's using the motion controls. And you can use the motion controls to kind of fine-tune your aiming. You can also look around with the right stick, right? So you're maybe using your right stick to make bigger movements and then fine-tuning that with the motion controls, which for anybody who's played Splatoon or another game in the series, it's super comfortable. I love it. It feels very intuitive.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat where I feel like the best piece of advice I could give someone who's new is hey, rotate the camera with the right stick and then use your fine-tune, your motion control just for the up and down, which really helps. But you'll see it as I fire my weapon, I fire ink, right? And there's a tank on my back that is slowly depleting. I'm gonna fire some into the ocean, because why not? And once you're out of ink, you are empty. And you'll hear that sound. Now, you'll notice that ink will slowly refill, right? As you kind of wait. But fast way to do that is to dive in. You'll see that meter kind of show up.
Nice.
Yeah, you also notice that you are slower on 2 legs, but if you are in ink, you can zoom and move really quick. You can transform into your swim form outside of ink. I don't recommend this. I also do not recommend jumping into water because even though we look like sea creatures, we are not safe there. And you're going to see that I'm at danger. At the bottom left, my health bar is pretty much done.
So if you take any damage in that state, then you're done. You're splatted.
Yeah, that's a one-shot. Small fries especially love to sneak up and just slap you with a spoon and get that.
Yeah. So you said we're going to get our feet wet, but don't actually get your feet wet.
Yeah, please don't.
It was a figure of speech.
Yeah. But, you'll see, and as you get used to kind of the loop, right? When you fire ink, one of the coolest things about swim form is also that you reload very quickly, right? So you're able to basically kind of keep your ammo up and going. And, like any good tutorial, this is just going to show you very much it's a shooting gallery. It's designed to just kind of help you get a basic understanding of how the game plays. But it's also going to teach you a couple things, right? Well, that's kind of tall, and I can't go up there. But if I put some ink on it, can I just call out that I love this animation that plays here, as the ink kind of drips down.
It's very satisfying.
Yeah, it is very satisfying. Another quick tip I want to give folks is that you'll notice from here, if I fire, nothing is happening. Really pay attention for a hit marker like that, because that means
you're snaps in.
You're actually going to hit versus not having it. Another kind of, hey, I can't. Well, you can just kind of limp your way through.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Yeah, this is also true for falling through grates. But this is the first big lesson in Splatoon gameplay, right? That ink that's not your color is not fun for you.
You can see the health bar down in the bottom left kind of ticking down, which is, we should mention that's a new mechanic here in Splatoon Raiders. In other Splatoon games, you didn't have any visual They are fiercely territorial, and I don't know that they're going to be super happy about you being here, Jose. So,
yeah. No, my favorite thing is just the boldness of salmonids. Once they notice that you are here, it is their mission to slap you with a utensil of some kind. The small fryer, there's no fear over the fact that I'm bigger or that, these enemies are pretty weak. Yeah. Every once in a while, too, you'll see little things like this where you can, jump through a squid ring, get a couple resources for doing that, too. It's kind of nice.
My favorite part about the salmonids is that they have cooking ware. So like you had pointed out, some of them have frying pans, some of them have tongs.
Oh, yeah, the salmonids as a species, I guess, are kind of food obsessed. They're all about deliciousness. They are seafood, and they take pride in that.
Yeah, you might see in their territory. I don't know if you can see anything around here, Jose, cooking utensils and stuff. on the horizon, or like
take a look.
whatever
Like
those things.
oh,
There
there
you go.
goes some skewers, right?
Looks like there's
Oh.
some skewer. It looks like maybe that's a salt grinder.
What is on that? Yeah, there's a food theme going through this game too, which is kind of
So-
forks, utensils.
Nice.
Yep. Or maybe a spork. I can't tell. I'm gonna take off this way. One thing too, if you're a returning player and you're like, hey, what about like moves like squid roll? Don't worry, still here.
Yeah, it feels a lot like if you're familiar with the mechanics and the gameplay of other games in the Splatoon series, it's going to feel very, very comfortable.
But even if you're not familiar with the controls, this was my first time playing a Splatoon game, and I found it really intuitive. Like the fact that a lot of the controls are the same. It's also really satisfying to like swoosh through the ink. So don't be afraid, to try this game.
On the topic of fear, though.
Oh no! What are we gonna be afraid of? Oh gosh!
Oh yes.
Yeah, that's a big one. So this is Salty Tongue, right?
That's a new salmonid for the people will not be familiar with that salmonid. It's all new for this game.
This one's not
you were
so
correct.
cute.
Its name is a salty tongue, which see its tongue right there.
They got a lot of health.
Oh god!
And they hit pretty hard, so do not try to like stay away. They primarily charge forward and that tongue with that tongue hanging out, but yeah, just keep doing some damage. Try to dodge. Yeah, just keep doing some damage. Try to dodge. And sometimes they can drop a weapon.
Nice.
Which is also new for the Splatoon series. You get weapons that drop, and that's going to be key to the kind of the gameplay and your adventure here is finding new loot and new weapons, and then collecting that.
Yeah, I enjoy how satisfying that kind of loop is as you like go out on raids and you find more to do, more stuff that you can use. I'm just gonna peek around here real quick, just taking a little bit of the scenery. A lonely set of islands. But oh look, there's something out in
There's
the
an old
distance.
propane tank in the water.
Oh, was there? Whoa. Oh yeah.
You know.
Man, Morgan, good eye. Yeah. I've walked by that thing 100 times, I swear. I was like, that's not a propane tank. We made a discovery.
We found something.
Something busted, apparently.
It's seen better days.
But you know, we're out here, we're in the islands, we got to take whatever we can get, right? You know, you find something, you bring it back, you see what you can do with it.
Alright. Some begrudging help to get it back to the island, over to our hideout ship. So we're going to quickly take you around there in a second. Okay.
Okay. So that was our exploration bot, and we'll show you some techniques with that later. But one of the most important parts of the bot is that it allows you to take members of Deep Cut along with you to your exploration. But you may be asking yourself, who is Deep Cut? Of course, many people that are watching this and in this room know who Deep Cut is, but some of us may be new to them, myself included. So Deep Cut is a member of a three-group of musicians, and they hosted the Splatfest back in Splatlands in Splatoon 3. And they really love collecting treasure, and that's kind of how you met them. So you're their mechanic, and 30 days ago, while you were looking for treasure, you crash-landed on the Spirelight Islands, and this is your hideout ship.
You can see they each have like very different personalities they're expressing. I'm trying really hard to just kind of cheat and give you a pretty good look. That's Big Man on the right. That's Fry on the left. If you really don't want to be, if you want to be an unfriendly crewmate, you can cause a little bit of mischief. Mischief's kind of a big thing in Splatoon, at least in my mind. And if not, maybe I'm just causing too much mischief when I play these games. But you can like douse your teammates a little bit. They'll be fine. Usually they just wipe it off and they're good to go.
They're good sports.
Yeah.
See, and the other character here is the player character, right? So you're playing as the mechanic, who is mostly responsible for everything that you see here on the base. Kind of a mechanical genius. You know, Deep Cut isn't, that's not their forte. So most of what you see built here was the mechanic.
Yeah, speaking of built, you might notice that on my back, there's very different tank, and more importantly, there are gadgets hanging off of the right and left of me. So we're going to talk a little bit about this because this is something that the mechanic builds over the course of the adventure. So you get one gadget when you start the game and get a tank for the first time. And I'm going to demo a few for you just to show you a couple. Let's start with the one on the left shoulder. This is the spin wheel, which if I press and hold the button, I can lock on and kind of it'll like steer its way towards that target. That's really helpful, especially with boss salmonid, to be able to just like use a weapon that'll kind of home in on them a little bit. The other gadget that I'm wearing right now, it's on my right, is right here, the Splatchet. So I think there's a good enough distance. Let's try it. 1, 2.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And you can see that little cooldown starter. There's a little timer. So each gadget has a cooldown. You can see you can still use the spin wheel on the left. It's not cooling down. See, they each have an independent cooldown timer.
And this is a big change for this game. In other games in the Splatoon series, you had sub-weapons that were typically like a bomb that you would throw. So in Splatoon Raiders, sub-weapons are out and gadgets are in.
Yeah.
So and each gadget has, like, you know, we can just see with these two, very different functions, different types of attacks. Some are more offensive, some are more defensive.
Yeah, and we got a third one to show today. So I'm going to quickly equip it to replace the spin wheel. And this one is spider lights.
Yeah, and you can see Jose equip that. It's not tied to your main weapon. The gadgets, it's sort of what you choose to equip.
Yeah, and this
based on which tank you have.
And you'll see this one too. It's like a shield that'll kind of ink the ground as well.
It really feels like a protective barrier.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna use that salt to just quickly refresh the cooldown. You can only do that on the hideout ship right now. But you'll see that it'll do tick damage, anything that's inside.
Which, you know, we should say too, it's nice to have this space on the hideout ship where you can test all the different weapons and try different combinations. And you can actually see like how much numerical damage you're doing with each type of gadget and each attack.
Oh yeah. All right, so we got a decision to make.
All right, let's do it.
For gadgets, what do we want to bring with us, right? I feel like I'm kind of torn. I definitely want to bring the Splatchet. I feel like the Splatchet's just so aggressive and such a big hit that I think that's necessary. But what do we take for the secondary? What do you think?
I think the Splatlights, you know, like that's a good one to use in combination with another one that's more like offensive. It kind of gives you a little bit of protection, helps ink the ground around you so you get more mobility. I think that's a good setup.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna get us ready for our next race. I'm gonna set up really quick at our treasure map, and we're gonna go to Meadow Rocks. Mechanism. Octolings have been harmed
Soft
at all.
landing, that was good.
One thing to worth mentioning now that we're going on our first real raid, the training wheels are off. So you can actually adjust the difficulty setting of this game, and that only affects difficulty of the battles. It doesn't affect the treasure you get. So I myself play as a tourist, and I have no shame in admitting that. So highly recommend if you just want to enjoy it a little bit at an easier level.
Nice. And you'll notice that regardless of your skill level, you are not alone on these raids. A member of Deep Cut is going to join you. It's a bit of a tight fit, but Big Man is with us.
He's fired up, though.
Yeah, he's fired up, though. Watch this. Yeah,
there you go. Give him a booyah.
Yeah, just get that booyah.
And and you can choose, like we said, which member of Deep Cut you want to bring in the exploration bot.
And you'll see that you've got support, right? Like Big Man just jumping right in to like start the fight.
I would feel confident too if I was in a machine like that.
Yeah. Of course, there's a returning enemy, a Scrapper, right? So you want to knock down its, take it down for a second with its shield and then get behind it. Because while it's driving at you, you can't really hit its weakness. I love these Tong Chum because much like the Chum prior, they just have more range. So they'll swing those tongs down on you. I also love how they walk. It makes me laugh every time. All right, so we're coming up on our first treasure site here, and you're going to see that there are kind of beams of light in the air showing you where the treasure is. That one with the spiral on it will be the last one. But when you approach these, you're going to see that it's not just the enemies that are out here. They also got more.
Yeah, salmonids, a lot of their strength comes in numbers, I feel like. So if you see one salmonid, it's probably a lot more behind it.
All right, now that you cleared out those enemies there, you can go ahead and use the bot to drill. And that's going to give you some Spiralite shards. So that's a resource that's specific to the Spiralite Islands here, and that's going to help you upgrade some stuff back at the base.
Yeah, the upgrade loop is really kind of the most important part of this game, and you're going to need Spiralite to get a lot of it, so you definitely want to go out of your way to make sure you're picking some up.
You can see Jose just, what did you just do there?
Oh man, what did I just do there? That was a bot hop. Yeah, look at that.
Because that was a wall that I think you could not have inked your way up that wall, I believe.
I could not, yeah. but through the magic of the bot hop.
Yeah, and you can see we've got some particular floaty physics here in the Spiral at Island, something keeping you in the air and afloat for a little bit longer than you normally would.
Yeah.
One tip though, don't transform or you fall like a stone.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And since you can call the bot to you at any time, call it over to you, it sort of allows you to not just have the bot as backup, but bring that bot hop in any number of situations.
Especially because of the nature of the combat, where you say it's like a numbers game where the salmonids are just swarming you. It's nice to be able to call the bot over and just do one of those big floaty jumps and kind of get out of trouble.
Yeah, get an aerial advantage.
I
See
love-
everything.
Yeah, I love too that when you call in the bot, there's a huge like explosion of ink that follows. And he drops it.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
Super helpful to in a pinch. Let's press on. That's a stinger. And I know I showed you the bot hop, but these plants are really weird in that they also allow you to quickly jump into the air.
There you go.
Which can be super helpful if you're ever in a situation. And I turned this on thinking that this enemy would have kind of made its way up to me, but of course Big Man was on the case, so I didn't have anything to worry about there. But I'm going to get a little closer to that plant and do it again, just so you can see, like when you get close to it, the leaf starts spinning some more, and when you jump the second time, you get that similar effect with the floatiness. Same rule too, if you transform into your swim form, you drop straight down. So here's our second treasure site, and they're coming in. There goes the Quahog. Oh boy. All right, I'm gonna ask Big Man to get close. I like this bot buddy jump too, just because you're able to use it as an eject button. There you go. Oh, look at that.
We can see there Jose leveled up, so he's going to get some immediate boost to his stats.
Yeah, and you also will see that, like, over time, you get stronger as, you know, the game is obviously going to get more difficult as you play, but you also get stronger as well. So you kind of end up meeting the game kind of halfway. You'll see here, we got another group of enemies coming up. I'm going to actually use this as a good spot to just, first of all, use my spotlights to keep them back, then charge in to finish the job.
Yeah, the Splatchet can make quick work of a whole bunch of salmon at once, which is nice.
Oh, yeah.
And we saw there the little kind of like crystallized yellow thing. That was material that you got from that enemy, and that's also going to be key for building stuff and upgrading stuff back at the base.
I feel like one thing to note too, Jose has done a really good job picking up all those drops. However, even if you don't pick them up, they're still yours to keep. So you'll still get them.
Yeah, any treasure that drops is yours in the game, regardless of if you complete the raid, which is really helpful. Yeah. Oh, so we're charged. You may have noticed charge of me. Seen this before, but basically do a move called a showstopper.
I love the air horns.
Yeah, and Big Man's showstopper specifically is for running into enemies. You want to slam into them, but you can also toss out those little manta rays. Yeah, we got it. All right.
So here's our last big treasure.
Yeah.
Big Man's going to drill that
We
for
up
us.
for luck.
Nice.
All right,
And a treasure
materials
chest.
and a chest.
All right, but we don't want to spoil it, so we're not going to take a look at the contents of the treasure chest right now, right?
Yeah,
No
no.
We'll
Yeah,
keep that a surprise for folks at home.
Yeah. But you know, that's our demo. Just wondering what else we have on store for folks.
Yeah, so there are a couple other ways that you can kind of stay in tune with what's happening with Splatoon Raiders. One is an upcoming direct. You can learn more about the treasures and the gadgets and whatnot. Another is the Splatoon North America League playoffs. So if you're interested in that, please make sure to tune in.
And also, for fans of Splatoon 3, there's going to be a collaboration Splatfest with a theme featuring Splatoon Raiders. That's going to be the weekend of July 10th, so keep an eye out for that as well.
One thing though, something else is coming out with this game when it releases, the date that it releases.
Yes. Let me dramatically go off screen and then reappear with some gifts.
Give me gifts,
Yeah.
please.
So we have a deep cut amiibo here. So we have Fry, Shiver, and Big Man. Do a little squid hands.
Featuring their island outfits here.
So you can check them out here. And then I do want to call out Big Man's the other side of some cool details.
I love it. I love his backpack. He's ready for anything.
Yeah, they also actually kind of fit together if so here, let me
Yeah, show us.
Yeah, so with big man facing this way, and these two here, well, doing a little bit of a bad job, but hopefully you can see that they kind of dock together.
They've been docked.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it a little more that way.
Nice.
I think I got it.
Good angle.
Yeah, all right, we made it.
That's the crew.
The final form.
Yeah, which is kind of a neat feature that they have.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna take this back.
Awesome.
And yeah, so these come out on July 23rd, which is also the release game of Splatoon Raiders. Thank you so much for watching. My name was Emily, and I was here today with Dutch, Morgan, and Jose. And don't go away. Please stay tuned on Nintendo Treehouse Live. Next up, we have is Rhythm Heaven Grew. Thank you so much.
Hi, and welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live. My name is Kay, and I'm here with Lindsay, JC, and Bill. And we're going to play some Rhythm Heaven Groove. Let's just jump right in.
10, 9, 8.
Dang it!
Oh,
this is wow.